Yeah, I'm gonna swap out these tires right now. I just got a couple of tires from Walmart and mentioned them on the other video, but you know, double 2-ton jacks and a jack in the center. So jack up to one side, you got the air ratchet, boom, comes right off, you know. So I'm probably gonna pick one up at a time. So I got in here these tires, pretty meaty, all seasons, but they're the most aggressive all seasons I saw. Douglas xtrac. So I'm just curious to see what the difference in the size is between the stock tires, even though they're one size up. See how much wider they are. And as usual, the beauty of the Samurai is everything on this car is usually pretty damn easy to do. Tires broke down easy as hell, and they're strong rims too. So just like, you know, some of these other mag wheels and some of these other rims, pain in the ass. This super easy. Everything on this thing is usually easy. Well, there you go. Tires that have been on there since the 90s coming right off. And this is a manual tire changer. Actually, I fixed this one time. This thing in here that it bolts into, it came loose. I cleaned it up very good, ground it, made it so the insert, the bolt that went in here was tight. Used JB weld. That's way stronger than the spot weld. It's freaking good as all hell. Never had a problem. I had a hammer on this. So I use my motorcycle tire levers and even the screwdrivers if I have to. But these tires, when they're petrified a little bit, I only use this like in the sand and stuff, a little bit in the mud. So that's why it didn't have any miles on it, but they're dry rotted. And just so you know what I was referring to, was this little insert here. This was like one spot weld on here. It's only JB weld. There's no actual real weld. It's JB weld. It's in there tight, chemically clean, roughed up, fits in there tight. You know, I kind of snugged this all around. So when this screws on the top, and I've had difficult tires to take off, that never came loose. It's better than the original. And one side of the rim, it's got a little bit of rust in here, and going over with the drill, something Walmart would never do in a million years, or anybody else. And just because I want to get this tire on here pretty quick, I'm just going to hit it with some engine enamel in there so that'll dry in like 20 minutes. Okay, I wiped it down so it's chemically clean. You know, I'm just hitting all this area around here, anywhere there was rust. So this is engine enamel, and engine enamel goes right over you know, bare metal. Sticks. It holds good, and you know, if there's some heat, it holds up good. So it's the right shit for this crap. You gotta remember, this is on the inside where the weather isn't. So anyway, so this will dry in about 20 minutes and I'll get the wheel on there. Next, to take out the tire valve, which I just took out with some vice grips and, you know, ripped it in half. I mean, I'm not trying to save this from 1995 or whatever the hell it's from. And I'm going to save the little valve core that's on the inside of it in the cap, because sometimes these little bullshit parts you need. So, but I'll put a new one in there right now. Okay, like this takes the little valves, you know, they're I'm putting shorter ones on there, but I mean, they're a little hole diameter. It's .453, and you just take the tool. I put a little WD-40 on it, and you pull it up through here. You probably have to take the camera off and pull it up there nice and careful, make sure it's in there, inserted good, and that's it. You're all set. Yeah, actually, you want to make sure it's in there all the way. So I pull on it on this side, right, and well, I tap it with the little BFH here on the other side. Just tap it while you're pulling it so it goes in there with a little WD-40, and it goes and seats in there nice and good. Oh, it was a good thing I had my motorcycle tire levers, because it was a little bit difficult to get the tire on, and surprisingly. Maybe I should go from the opposite direction, but maybe the back would be a little easier than the front, but I'll try it next time. But that might be the deal. You might want to install them from the back first. This thing here, that's what you want to use when the valve is out to you know, get the bead to you know, pop on the tire. Then, you know, I got a high quality gauge here, but then I check it again with this. And on the Samurai, the rear tire's max pressure should be at 26 pounds. The front was there at 23, 24. So here's the difference. The new tire is slightly wider than the old tire, but basically the same height. Because this is a 75 series 205. This is a 215/70 series, so they should fit under there no problem. So I'll be putting it, but you can see they're fairly aggressive tread. You know, the new ones, they're almost like winter tires. That's why I kind of like these all seasons, because I never see, you don't get any warranty with winter tires at all. There's no mileage warranty. With these, you do. Even though I got them loose, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture with my cell phone showing the date and the mileage on the Jeep. So if I actually do have a problem, I could prove exactly what the mileage was, but we'll see what they do. But I don't think I will have a problem. Yeah, just as a note, I'm probably going to put some new discs on here. I don't know how thin these are. They're probably still okay, actually. But when I install these wheels, I'm going to torque them. I'm going to torque them, and I'm going to use heavy-duty chassis grease on the threads. A lot of people don't do that shit. You should actually torque them. So that's crap that I do. And again, you know the one convenience about Walmart, not that I sell for them, but those are good price, $62.50 each plus sales tax. I put 2 of them in a shopping cart, so next time I go shopping, if I want to put 1 or 2 in a shopping cart, and I'll have 5 new tires, which includes a spare. And it's simple, so that should be fine. Now, if I really want to go, I'm just going to add this comment on here. If you really want to go off-road tracking, I'm not going to go with any. You notice I got Rancho shocks on here, good shocks and stuff. I'm going to put the locker in the rear, but the simplest thing, if I really wanted to get into some really crazy off-road shit, before I go lifting it up and spending a gazillion dollars changing axles, changing differentials, changing, then you're going to boost the engine up. They got 28-inch, these are about 27-inch height. They got 28-inch tractor tires. Now they're strictly off-road, but you get 4 sets, 4 rims and 4 tractor tires with a locker in the rear, even with a stock Samurai. This puppy's going to go off-road like a son of a bitch. But, with these, you got the best of both worlds, really. And the price, you can't beat it. So, I'm just telling this to people because, I see people just blow too much money on this shit. And really what they ought to be doing if they're spending money on a vehicle is just keeping it up and maintained properly with all the right parts and, versus gimmicks and marketing and shit. Like, in other words, if you need, anything needs to be up to new spec, put it up to brand new spec again, even though it's old.